Hello again. In this problem, problem number 8, we're going to be continuing off of the previous problem number 7 to look at the question for the system described in previous problem. What is the probability of finding the electron between L/4 and L/2? And these are these bounds given. So our goal, find the probability of finding the electron. Oops, that's out of focus. Okay. Finding the electron with, we found our psi, our normalized psi from the previous problem. So psi equals square root 2 over L, sine of 2 pi x over L, from L/4 to L/2. So relevant equations here. One of the most important ones, the probability integral. Well, the probability is the integral, I'll say. Probability is the integral of psi squared dx. Okay, so we have psi given, found from last time, so we can plug in and begin, integrate psi squared dx equals, integrate L/4 to L/2. We're given, I'm going to just write it out twice, if that's okay. Root 2 over L, sine 2 pi x over L. dx. Simplifying this out, we can take out these 2 over L's, and since they're square root, that cancels L/4 to L/2. And again, we get sine squared, 2 pi x over L dx. Again, we can't integrate sine squared, so we can use the identity sine squared x equals 1 minus cosine of 2x all over 2. So similar to the process previously, we can go back and substitute this in for sine, and we get 2 over L from L/4 to L/2, 1 minus cosine, I'm going to put 2 on the inside, all over 2 dx. And then we can bring out this 1/2, and we basically wind up with 1 over L. Integrate L/4 to L/2, 1 minus cosine 4 pi x over L dx. So now all we have left is to integrate the actual function. Okay, I do have space. And we get 1 over L. Integral of 1 is x minus integral of cosine sine 4 pi x over L divided by 4 pi over L with the bounds. And this, plugging in, we get 1 over L, big bracket, first plugging in, L/2. I'm going to flip this denominator. So we get 4 pi, yeah, 4 pi L over 2L. This is one big parenthesis minus, just a little dog outside if you can hear, L over 4 now plugging in, minus, again flipping the denominator, L over 4 pi sine 4 pi L, yes, over 4 L, yes, okay. Lots of L's and 4's and things. Okay, so we have this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip where these quantities are, just so it's easier to see. So I'm gonna bring these two next to each other and these two next to each other and simplify. So simplifying all of this, we get 1 over L brackets L over 2 minus L over 4. So I'm just going to group this together, minus, and I'm going to factor out this L over 4 pi for both, so we just condense these signs together. So L, excuse me, L over 4 pi, parentheses, and after canceling everything out, 2. So we get sine of 2 pi minus sine pi. So in the end, this is going to equal 0, which means this entire quantity cancels out, and multiplying this entire quantity by 2, so the denominators stay the same, we get 1 over L, 2L over 4 minus L over 4 equals 1 over L times L over 4, and we get a beautiful 1/4. So what this answer means is that the probability of finding the electron between x equals L over 4 and x equals L over 2 is 0.25, or 1/4. So another way to say this is that 25% of the time, the electron exists between these bounds, which is pretty cool.